Today, we are going to make some grass. No, I'm not in Colorado, so it's not going to be that kind of grass. It's our techniques that are so simple and sensible, your models will practically build themselves. Hello folks, it's Mad Dog Merv. Welcome to the Kit Hoarder Stash. And today I've got one that I'm excited to not only review, I'm excited to get started on it. And that is the Dragon 2nd Division U.S. Marine Corps at Tarawa, 1943. These are Gen 2 figures. And we're going to take a look at them. We all know that I like Dragon figures for injection molded. I think they're really good. But this is something just a little different. So here's the side. Talks about the complete flamethrower. Looks like we've got some photo etch parts and some of the details on the Garand, including a clip. That's pretty neat. And looks like we got a clip for the Thompson. And a forward sight here for the carbine. So yeah, this ought to be interesting. We all know how much I like modeling the Pacific, and particularly the Marines. So we'll start with the destructions here. They aren't on the back of the box for once. Nice in color. And then you've got your color call outs for some Gunsy colors. It looks like Aqueous hobby color, and the different poses here we could do. And it's interesting because we've got an option. We can either have the flamethrower with his arm down like this, or we can have it with his arm up holding the flamethrower. That's interesting. The same with this particular figure here. He could either be holding the Thompson up, or he can be holding it down like this. That's kind of neat. The guy with the carbine, either holding it up, ready to fire, or holding it down. Or this particular soldier here. Got two different poses for him. So that's kind of interesting to me. Yeah, I got to decide what I want to do with them. But the nice thing is you've got options for whatever diorama you want to do. Now let's do this from the back forward, the bottom up, I should say. Okay, so we've got this card, and it has some little photo etch details, buckles. It looks like straps. And some other things I can't identify, little teeny things, but straps, that'll be nice. Let's get into this flamethrower here. So these are a little bit more expensive than your standard Dragon figures. They should cost you under $30, but usually over $20. The helmets have helmet covers on them, and they look very good. The flamethrower, the detail on the flamethrower looks great. The lines to it and whatnot. Wow, that's a lot better than the old ones that had the little rubber tubing. That looks great. And a regulator knob, it looks like, for the tank on the flamethrower. You can't see the detail on these helmets, but let me tell you, they are, yeah, I mean, they got the wrinkles in the helmet liner and all that. They look great. Okay, Wow. Yep, the sights on the carbine. We got clips for the carbine, or for the 40, 45. It looks like. Wow, I'm looking at the detail on this, and unfortunately, I cannot get it close enough to really get good detail pictures of this thing. There's no way that's gonna show up for you folks, but this is pretty amazing looking. Let's see if, hang on one second here. I know now I look even uglier than before, so let's see if we can get this into any kind of a detail here where you can see the detail on these. The knives, bayonets. Yeah, the detail. Detail's just amazing. Wow. I'm impressed. And I don't have to deal with resin. Yay for me. Looks like we got a couple of Garands here. Now this is interesting. Your receivers are up here, and the stock is down here, so they come separate. It looks like we've got, I can't tell if those are ammo pouches or what they are, but man, tiny little details. I'm definitely going to need my headset to build this. My eyes aren't that good. So yeah, so far the details are just amazing. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's try this again. Sorry. So it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. Okay. So, see if you can see the detail on these ammo pouches and the 45 holsters with the US stamped on them. Let's see sorry if I'm making it worse. I'm trying not to. Just wow. Amazing detail on these. These are definitely going to be fun to put together, and they ought to look outstanding in a diorama. Ooh, okay. Wow. So, I guess we'll start out like this. We have separate hands. We have collars. We have the torsos. We have the arms. Optional hands, looks like. The detail on the clothing is great. Look at the faces. The faces are done so the heads aren't one complete piece. No, you've got the front half of the face, and you've got the back half of the head right here. So the back half of the head and the front part, which is the face. The head and the face. Interesting, interesting, interesting. That's definitely going to be a plus, I think, in putting them together. So now I understand why these are a little more money, and my opinion is they are worth it. Just looking at the level of detail, the number of parts, yeah, I can understand why these cost a bit more. Even the detail on the boots is good. Again, different options for hands. Different options for hands here, and the arms, the different arms. collar, the torso. Looks like part of the uniform here. And then the heads and the faces for the for the two figures. Wow. For two figures, that's a lot of plastic. It's a lot of different options, which will be helpful for my parts box, my figures parts box. So there you go. Wow. Well done, Dragon. I can't wait to get going on these guys. They're going to take a while to build and paint, particularly if I want to do this camouflage. But you know, we'll give it a shot, and we will see. I don't know that necessarily I'm going to use them for Tarawa, but definitely could always use some more U.S. Marines. So there we go. All right, folks. Well, thanks for joining us this week, and we'll see you again real soon.